brother, this was the best idea you ever had. This lion head'll sure look good hanging over the fireplace. What fireplace? You don't have a fireplace. We'll buy one. Wait, you're gonna shoot it? Hey, this is the crate, right? We want that lion. It's going to Fresno. You sure that's a lion in there? Absolutely. Be seeing you. Nice cornfield you got there. I hear breathing. He's in there all right. I don't think this is very sporting. Kid, at our age, this is as sporting as we get. Walter, come here. When I give the word, pull this. Well, maybe I should have a gun too. Just in case. Pull! Hey! Come on out of there! Hey you! In the crate! Get your lion butt out there! It looks awful tame. This lion's no good. It's defective. It's alive. That's the main thing. Well, go on then. Shoot it. That wouldn't be very sporting, shooting it inside a crate. Yeah, so? Wait till it sticks his head out. Then we'll blast it. He looks old, worn out looking. Oh, perfect. Look, he's real old. Look, he's only got 2 teeth. Some lion hunt this is.
If you guys do not know where that lovely quote is from, that is from Read Between the Lions, one of our most beloved ever.
Gosh.
What are you talking about?
Read Between the Lions. That's where
No,
it's
that's
from.
secondhand lions.
Between the and the show is called Between the Lions, not Read Between the Lions.
Oh, I always get Reading Rainbow mixed in there for some reason.
Wait a minute, I thought this was from the movie Secondhand Lions.
It is from Secondhand Lions.
It is. I'm just being
What
a
is
dummy
Read
head.
Between the Lines?
It's Between
It's
the
a
Lions.
PBS show.
Yeah. About they're like puppet lions or something like that.
I'm not poor, so I don't watch that.
What?
Oh man, listen. Is that why you can't read?
Read
Because
Between the Lions.
you didn't watch Between the Lions.
Is that current on PBS or?
No, that's old. That's old,
Okay.
old.
Yeah,
That's
that was
like Reading Rainbow
2000s.
Days, you know.
No.
I watched them at the same time.
Reading Rainbow was in the 90s. Between the Lions was in the 2000s. Get it
Okay,
right,
sorry.
Emily. Anyway, that was Secondhand Lions.
Yes, Secondhand Lions, Secondhand Serenade.
What?
What?
Anyways.
At some point, I actually told Ileana one time that I wanted to do Secondhand Lions. She's like, no, nobody's gonna like Secondhand Lions. That movie's no good.
Man,
No
that movie's
one likes-
awesome. It's got my
I
dad,
know.
Bobby Duvall, Sir Michael Caine, and skinny Haley Joel Osment. You know.
And Kira Sedgwick.
Oh yeah, she's in that too. Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like that movie. It's just one that is not, you know, I don't think I could go up to be like, you ever seen Secondhand Lions? And someone's like, oh
That's
yeah,
a
bro,
good
I love
movie,
that
dude.
movie.
It's one of those movies like you watch with like when you go to church or something, but you remember it sticks
What?
with you. It is because it's like a PG
Which
movie.
part? Which
I don't know.
part are you going
it's
to
a movie
enjoy
that
in the
you could
Wait,
watch
wait,
at.
are you?
No, you could watch that movie at youth group. That's what I'm saying.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
like they're
Yes,
like
you could
Wednesday
have.
night showing of Secondhand Lions.
You could you could watch that with your pastor, and you wouldn't be like, oh shoot. You'd be like,
sure,
okay.
like the time where the 2 uncles give him tobacco, and he's just like,
Hey, tobacco is made from God's green earth, man.
Oh my
That's all I
gosh.
get.
Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That. Bump That episode 90. Well, I almost said 89. No. Episode 90, guys. 10 more. Woo. And we're at 100. But if you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
I see dead people.
That is Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense. And we've got KT in this corner.
I see wiener. Oh crud! Another crank caller.
I don't that one's from, but
That's
thank you
from
for that.
episode 1 of Futurama.
You're the only person I know who watches Futurama so religiously. I'm sorry. Secondhand Lions quote. And I'm Ileana, your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, video games, movies, TV shows, anything in between the lions, stuff like that. And and we decided to talk about that stuff on the internet, and here you are listening. So, welcome. Guys, we have a news-heavy episode. There is so much junk and stuff going on. Not junk, it's good stuff. We have so much going on that we were like, cut the chunk out, cut it out, cut the chunk. We don't have time, okay? We got to get through this news, so stay tuned. We're going to be touching everything. Everything. The museum is not safe. We're touching everything.
Touch.
Yes.
Touch.
So,
Touch.
first, unfortunately, on our news doc is rest in peace, Kevin Conroy, one of the greatest voice actors, and like the voice of Batman, like just Batman. You think of Batman, you think of his voice. So it is heartbreaking. He was about, I think, 64 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
So
just
young.
heartbreaking for everybody.
So young, dude. I mean,
he was
yes,
the Batman.
he was the Batman.
Yeah.
I'm just an incredible career. Just one of the, he was one of those few guys, because now in Hollywood, every sort of animated movie or show is done by celebrities and actors.
Yeah.
But he was one of those like Tara Strong, where they
No, Katie. Your thing is moving around so much.
Oh, sorry.
Stop
sorry.
it.
Sorry.
anyways,
Sarah
it's just
Strong is what you said? Who?
Tara Strong.
Tara Strong.
Yeah. Where they made their mark with doing voices, and they're
Yeah.
quintessential to the industry, the voice acting industry. They're necessary, and they're so talented, and
I was seeing some artwork go around of the Joker from the Batman, the Mark Hamill Joker, like holding Batman's mask, and it was like so sad because like that's his rival, the Batman, and it's like it's just an end of an era.
I mean, yeah, for the past almost 30 years, he was Batman to so many, and and I always wondered when you looked at him, he was always like a really skinny guy. You always thought he was like, oh my god, are you sick or something?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I don't know how he died or what the cause of death was, but I mean, it's just sad.
He will.
It's
be
a loss.
Missed. Yes.
He will be missed for sure.
Definitely. Speaking of ones we miss, we definitely miss our Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther. But Brian, you watched Wakanda Forever?
Yes, I did. It was not bad. I liked it a lot. Really enjoyed it.
Not bad though. Not good?
No, it was good. It was good. I do recommend it. I don't know if it's worth seeing it in the theaters unless you are a big Black Panther fan. Mm-hmm. But I know. I mean, it was lots of emotion in the film. Very emotional, and okay, the Queen. From now on Bump That, we refer to Angela Bassett as the Queen.
Queen
is the.
I thought we had been.
No, I'll make it official though, because if we have, I'll make it official now. The Queen is Angela Bassett. Okay, she is Her Majesty Angela Bassett. Okay, she is amazing. Why is this woman not won an Oscar yet? Tell me why, please.
Tell me why.
Because she does like
Bassett hasn't have an Oscar. I tried.
If she doesn't get nominated for this
television.
film,
she does television mostly.
Yeah, but I mean, she's so underrated.
I know. Listen. I have been saying that since way back when I did that one intro from the Jackson 5 movie.
No, man, you're right.
I have been saying it
you're
forever.
Right, bro.
I know, I'm right.
I'm gonna tell you this. All right, I'm gonna tell you something. All right. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is a very emotional film. They gave everything they can to remember Chadwick Boseman, who was also going to be so missed, dude. Like his presence is felt throughout that film, and it's like, man, what a hole.
Yeah.
What a loss. Because that guy was uber talented. But I mean, Angela Bassett's performance in this film is so emotional, so impactful. Every time that woman is on the screen, she magnifies, dude.
Does she? I don't actually really know much about the
She
film.
plays.
Is she the new face?
No,
of
she
Black
was.
Panther?
She's not the action hero. She was the mother of T'Challa, the character that Chadwick Boseman played in the other previous Marvel films. She's Queen Zamunda in the film, so she rules over Wakanda, and then the daughter Shuri was the sister to T'Challa, and so I won't make any spoilers or anything, but again, this movie is a big stepping stone for a lot of future Marvel projects. But apart from that, it sits well on its own. The ending is it's about as good as other Marvel. I feel like a lot of Marvel films, the formula they have especially for the end of the movies, it's all the same. And to me that's the biggest drawback of this film is the ending is just like every other Marvel film that you've seen for the past 10 years.
It's like a setup for the next one.
But there's it's almost like a Disney thing where there's this big battle scene, and everybody comes together and has their moment, and it's like, God, this movie really needs like an Empire Strikes Back kind of ending. It really, and you guys know what I mean by that, right? Like a big, like emotional, huge, revealing ending where the character is like put to like some sort of test. Marvel, they don't have the guts to do that. They don't. They play it so safe with these endings and these big battle scenes at the end of films.
I would say they took a chance with Endgame and Infinity War.
But because that was like the culmination. I mean, that's like Return. That's like, but it's still like Return of the Jedi. There's this big ending battle scene that's supposed to wrap up everything. But I'm telling you, with this Black Panther movie, they could have gone for like a home run and done something so deep, so impactful. I was like, man, this movie needs to be Empire Strikes Back. Something that's so out of left field, so deep, so dark, so you walk out of the theater like, what? But they just can't. They just don't have the guts to do it, though.
Yeah.
Marvel as the industry, they don't have the guts to do it. Otherwise, director Ryan Coogler, who did the first Black Panther, Creed, Fruitvale Station, he's terrific. I recommend the film. It's an excellent
Did you
Marvel
give it a
film.
grade yet?
I would give it a B, solid.
Okay.
But I mean, Angela, Her Majesty the Queen Bassett, is fantastic. Oh my gosh, we are not worthy. We are not worthy.
Okay.
Please, somebody give this woman an Oscar, for goodness sakes.
Hey, I feel it. Let's do it. All right, moving on. Thank you, Brian, for that one. Indiana Jones 5, the trailer coming out next month, maybe with Avatar 2 trailer. Apparently, the rumors of bad. Oh gosh, is it the showing is still bad?
Showings, yeah.
Yeah, like
so
the reviews you mean are like.
Yeah, remember last week we were talking about they had the test audiences in there watching clips of the film and everybody was like, "Oh my God, what have you done to Indiana Jones? You ruins it."
No.
And one of the things that they were talking about is that Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she was going to be the new Indiana Jones, and she was going to get the hat, she was going to get the whip. And everybody was like, what the hell are you doing? You can't do this to Indiana Jones, you know? You can't. And that's why everybody was like, don't do this to Indy. Please, there's nothing sacred. Apparently, though, according to director James Mangold, the director of such films as The Wolverine, Logan, Ford versus Ferrari, those are all just rumors. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is not the next Indiana Jones. So.
Okay.
And no, I guess I don't know what they've said about the showings and the test polls from the audiences. I think that's all rumors too. But we should be getting a teaser trailer next month, probably with Avatar 2.
Oh boy. Bump that will be there when it's revealed,
I will be
man.
there.
Brian will be
I will
sending
be
me
there.
the link in Facebook Messenger, and I'll be like, all right, let me watch this right now so I don't forget it. I no, though, but we haven't seen a single thing about it. We've seen Avatar 2, so... Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've
coming
seen
out.
already something from that, but Indiana Jones, we haven't seen anything yet, so it's kind of like...
It'll be a teaser trailer, and oh god,
I
please.
bet you it's just gonna be a hat under something where he has to stick his hand and grab it, and that's it. That's all it's gonna be. I bet you.
The gnarled hand of Mr. Harrison Ford.
Gnarled?
Ew.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it's gonna be, but we'll find out next month. All right, moving on. Gosh, there's so much news. We're just like trying.
And
to...
there's even shots of him. He's in the new Yellowstone, which we'll talk about later. The Yellowstone spinoff. We'll talk about that later, though. But he's gonna be starring in that as like and it's a Western, and apparently he's getting good reviews for that too. But we'll talk about that more later in the news.
Okay, all right. The Crown returns to Netflix, focusing mostly on the divorce between Prince Charles, and Princess Diana. Mom loves that show.
Has she watched the new season yet?
I bet you she has already.
Dang.
I should text her and be like, hey, have you watched The Crown yet?
Do you guys watch it at all?
I've seen bits and pieces of it that she's been watching. It looks really good.
The acting is always so good in these shows.
What's her face?
Imelda Staunton, Dolores Umbridge
Coleman.
from Harry Potter's.
Coleman.
Oh, that was Olivia Colman. She was in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, I like Olivia Colman's acting a lot. And Helena Carter. Yeah.
She was in the past 2 seasons. Yeah, she's good.
I'm asking Mom if she's seen the latest season of The Crown.
I mean, what I've seen too, especially Elizabeth Debicki as Princess Diana. She does. I mean, that the actress does. She nails it.
Yeah.
She nails Princess Diana. She looks just like her. It's unreal. It's uncanny.
Now that the Queen has passed, I wonder if like they feel like they can have more reign or like freedom with the show too. Or
well, it's
what?
England. It rains there a lot, I think. You know.
Bwamp, bwamp, bwamp. I don't know.
I recommend the show. It's really good.
It is good. Very dramatic. Very
especially if you're into the royal family and all that.
And dramatic shows. It keeps it interesting. It's not dry and boring, so don't worry. Yeah. It's good. All right, moving on. Do we really want any new kind of Pirates of the Caribbean? Margot Robbie's female lead Pirates project officially dead. Uh-oh. But do we even care? Did we really want a new... No. I don't want a new Pirates film. I haven't seen even any of the new ones because all I've heard is that Johnny Depp's character in the new films, or like after 3, I think, or even in 3 and over, where he's just not as like cunning and like smart and stuff like that. It's more like he's just dumb, and it was dumb luck the whole time when it wasn't that. And it was more comical. I don't know. But then to have a new...
I thought they were fun movies. They sort of downplayed his character, but I thought overall they were fun movies.
I remember I saw the 4th one on Stranger Tides. I didn't see the other one after that. I think that's the one with Javier, right?
I think so. It also had Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley in it.
Oh,
and
really?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
I mean, I know at least on Stranger Tides made a crap ton of money. It cost a lot of money to make, but it made a ton of money. I don't know how well the 5th one did, if it was a box office hit, or if it was like a lot of Johnny Depp stuff in this era where it was kind of a bust. But I'm just pirated out, dude. It's just like...
It's just an older franchise. It's not
like,
as exciting anymore.
It's like... It's all about being rebels, but here we are making money, a movie about money.
Wait a second. Breaking news. Mom
Lord
is here to talk about The Crown real fast. Okay? So
whoa, special guest.
special guest, Mom.
Surprise special guest.
Yes, please put your pants on for Christmas.
Here, Mother, tell us, how did you enjoy the newest season of The Crown about the story of Princess Diana and Prince Charles? All right, put those headphones on and you talk into the mic.
Go, Mom.
Well, I was a little bit disappointed. It was not as exciting as the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
And this one was all about Lady Diana. And it actually presented her as if she were having paranoia.
Mental illness. Yeah.
Yeah, mental illness, paranoia, and where it looked like people used to be on Diana's side. In this show, it looked like she had the problems that even her son was not on her side. And was
Really?
concerned
I haven't
about
got that
her.
far yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was concerned about her. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want her telling him about having a boyfriend or being involved in relationships. So it almost Diana looked like she was crazy and suffering of paranoia, where in the first episodes, when they were first married, they presented it as if Charles was the cause of the marital problems. But now, when it finally comes out and she speaks to the media about the relationship, it looks like she was the problem. So
I don't know. The episode that I saw when she's doing the tell-all book, she's talking about how Charles was still ginding with Camilla. He was pretty open about his relationship, his affections toward Camilla and everything, and how pretty much the royal family ran Diana ragged. And in fact, I was surprised, spoiler warnings, that she even mentioned, and I was shocked because I had no idea about this, that she actually had a few suicide attempts, at least 5 suicide attempts. And so if that's true, I was like, I did. That would be. Can you imagine if one of the royal members of the family committed suicide? That would be a huge scandal, tragedy. There's no way they could ever shake that off.
well, I'm not surprised. Plus, she suffered of bulimia and eating disorders, but the way they presented her was as if she was very loose with men and unstable and so desperate for love and having a relationship that she was just not thinking straight at times.
Dang.
So
They doing her dirty.
So yeah, I didn't like the way it ended the season, and it pretty much went all around just Diana this one season, which I thought it was going to include the Queen in her last days, but it didn't. It was all about Diana. So I was kind of like, well, okay. And it did present how Charles was so involved with Camilla that it was pretty vulgar, what the kind of information that came out about him, that he should have never spoken over the phone because it was recorded.
Dug himself in, man.
Yep. You gotta watch what you say when you're on the phone and whatever you text.
It's true.
Never put it in writing.
Well, did you like this season or what?
I think the season was okay, but it was definitely not my favorite.
All right. You
Out
heard
of
it
the
here.
4 seasons, I would say this would be my least favorite.
Wow.
You heard it here, guys. Mom spoke on it. You heard it.
Yep.
Thanks, Mom.
You guys have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Bye, Mom.
All right. So yeah, back to the pirates. No more pirates. We're done with you pirates. No more. Johnny's moving on. We don't need Margot Robbie. She's already playing Barbie. She doesn't even be playing pirates too. Forget it. We're done.
Then why did they even? Why is this even on like the spectrum? Why are they like, you know, what would be great if we had Margot Robbie do an all-you-can female pirates movie?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I don't know. So then, did they like go start it and then just
It was-
not finish
it was-
or?
I mean, it was in development,
And then it was cut off.
heck, and then they're like, you know, maybe this isn't such a good idea. Who's really interested in this?
Yeah, who's the market for?
Pirates-
Girls are not excited about pirates.
Pirates aren't popular right now.
No.
They're just not.
Superheroes are still in, unfortunately. The superheroes are still in.
I think we've reached the zenith, but that's a different. I don't know what's next. I don't know.
I don't either. We're seeing a lot of weird
Maybe
animated
spelunking.
films.
I can tell you what's next.
What's next?
Video games.
Mermaids.
Video game
game movies.
Done,
No,
video game adaptations done well.
I was just thinking Sonic
Video
the Hedgehog
game adaptations done well.
Those
But
kids
aren't video games like
love them.
superheroes then? Or I mean,
They're not really
No.
superheroes.
medieval
You think
stuff.
Luigi is a superhero?
He is a superhero.
Luigi?
He gets a flower and then he's like, "Oh yeah, it's a me."
No, they're not like superheroes. Like
They
Iron
are.
Man
They're
or
like
something, or the
regular guys from Brooklyn who go into a magical world. It's like, Star-Lord.
Sure. So, but the animated films, that's what the kids are liking these days. That's what I'm liking these days, I guess. Real life movies or like whatever, I'm not super interested in. And even like the ones that are coming out are kind of blah. They're bland. I don't know. It's just no flavor these days. You know what I mean?
All right, Flav.
Yeah.
Flavor Flav. All right, moving on. No pirates. That's just saying that. Let's take a moment to applaud Dave Chappelle. Brian,
What'd he do?
why?
What'd he do? What'd
All
he
right.
do?
Listen, I don't know if you guys aren't. I don't know if you guys are Dave Chappelle fans. I am.
No, not really.
I'm all about the Chappelle. I think he's an incredible comedian, so talented. But really, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to it. Like Kanye West, he's
Yes.
been making a lot of anti-Semitic comments,
Yep.
and that's gone on to other people, such as Kyrie Irving, NBA basketball star. But then, Dave Chappelle, he was hosting Saturday Night Live this past episode or whatever, which, in fact, some of the staff, I think, even decided to boycott Dave Chappelle going on there.
Oh, wow.
Because of some
He's
of the
very
jokes
controversial.
because of some of the jokes he made to some comes off as anti-trans and all that. Personally, if you listen to the jokes, he's not making fun of anti-trans. He's not doing anything to hurt anti-trans. He's just making jokes about those individuals, not everybody all at one time. Anyways, so he was talking about the whole Kanye West and Kyrie Irving jokes, and just being honest, just having conversations out there that happens to be funny. And already he's getting a lot of flack that, oh, Dave Chappelle is an anti-Semite. Like, dude,
Yeah.
come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? So,
It's the times we live in. You have to be very careful with your words. You can't offend anyone. You can't, even if it's a joke, it has to be tasteful. It can't hurt anyone's feelings. That's just the day and age that we live in, where
look, anybody that says anything egregious about the Jews, I'm all about shutting that down.
Right.
All about it. Or Holocaust denials. I mean, that's pure filth. I don't ever want to hear that.
Yeah.
But I also don't believe in censorship.
Mm-hmm.
And we should allow, especially comedians, to have the forum to speak and say.
Because then you get the same thing that happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith happening again, where now
Oh,
people
yeah.
think it's okay to slap comedians for making a joke. Like, it's a joke, people. Come on, grow a pair, you know? Get some thicker skin.
Apparently, Will Smith did grow a pair.
A tree? He had pear trees?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
But I was actually watching a comedic movie with Hunter last night called The Police Academy, and they threw
From the 1980s.
Yes, they threw every stinking punch at every group like possible. Like, just joking on everybody, and it's funny. Like, you gotta just take a joke.
So you're saying they couldn't make a Police Academy now?
No, they could not. Because then they've got women are just objects. I don't feel objectified by that movie. Whatever. It's funny. Shut up. You're not that important, okay? That's usually how I look at it. I'm like, they're not talking about you or trying to demean women or whatever. Just sit down, okay? Shut up. It's a joke. It's funny. Learn to laugh at yourself, okay? That's usually how I feel about it. Or I don't know, race things. It's funny. There's stereotypes, okay? There's stereotypes for a reason. Just laugh at it. No one's feelings are getting hurt. Grow up. That's all I gotta say. So I'm sure Dave
Wow.
Chappelle gets a lot of flack because people are being snowflakes. So
Those are some strong feelings.
I don't care either way.
Man, I remember I think I saw that movie, and it's probably like rated R. I
Yes, it
guarantee
is.
you it is.
Absolutely is.
I guarantee you, as a kid, I think that's one of those movies where they made like a cartoon version for kids too. You know,
Oh my.
and it's like, I don't know if we should be watching.
It was funny. It was really stupid and funny. There's the black guy who makes funny sounds with his mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was funny. He like made the gun sounds.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, that was funny. Anyways, is that all you had to say though, Brian, about Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, Dave Chappelle, I'm all about him. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, bro.
All right, keep it up then. All right, and then you tracking back, you wanted to talk about Yellowstone and
Do you guys watch Yellowstone? Are you guys in
no.
on that? Paramount
Nope.
Plus? No.
Ew.
Nope.
So
Another
apparently-
streaming service? Gross.
Yeah, but apparently Yellowstone is like the most watched show. I think it's on its 5th season now. It just premiered. Had one of the biggest audiences of recent time. Starring Kevin Costner. Yeah, I don't know. I thought you guys would be in on that. You guys are usually up to snuff with what's hot in the world. So
No.
I just stick
Wesley used
to
watch
Disney
it.
Plus, and
he used to. Why
Yeah,
didn't
I don't know if he. Well, I don't know if he still watches it. I'm not home. I don't know.
Why don't you watch shows with your husband?
I do. We watch
What do
the
you guys-
Golden Girls.
That
as Brian puts his head down, like, I give up.
When Wesley was not able to watch it when he was younger. So
The
I
Golden
told
Girls?
him, yeah. So, because he grew up with a younger brother and they just didn't watch it. And so I told him, oh, I love the Golden Girls. And he's like, well, what is it? And I said, let me show you.
what is it?
Let me show you.
It's
So
corn. A big lump of nut.
It has juice.
oh my gosh.
Goodness.
So we've been going through it, and that's what we do. We're actually watching 2 shows. We're watching The Golden Girls, and most recently, a recent show is Abbott Elementary, which I've talked about before.
It
So
was
those are our
funny.
2 shows.
It's very The Office inspired.
Yeah, I
filming.
think so. And it gets better after, it gets into it. They find their groove, and it is a delightful show. And I
I've
think
heard
that
nothing but good things.
And it also
Yeah,
reminds me of
and-
that police show with
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That show's
Yeah.
funny. That's a good one.
Yeah, so I think it actually offers a lot of truth into the public school system. And so, that's a little eye-opening. I'm
Girl,
sure,
don't
as
I
well.
know it? I worked there, man.
I know. We're both wearing school shirts right now.
Represent.
We got it going on. Yeah.
Represent.
Elementary. Anyway, so that's what we're watching. So, no, we're not watching Yellowstone. Golden Girls and Abbott Elementary is where it's at.
But you say that, Brian, Yellowstone is popular, so, I mean, it's doing well.
Yeah, it's already got a couple spin-offs. It had Yellowstone 1883, which starred Faith Hill and what's her husband's name? Tim McGraw? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really popular. And now Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren have another spin-off of Yellowstone. I think it's like Yellowstone 1912 or something like that. Yeah.
Neat.
So
That's cool.
lots of Yellowstone out there for you guys.
Not bad.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Cute.
Well, you wanted me to do a quick review of Enola Holmes 2, starring our girl Millie Bobby Brown, and it was really good. I liked it. It was your typical, I don't know, just like mystery movie of who done it, what's going on type of thing, and then it was here the whole time, you know?
So is it like a Nancy Drew kind of?
Yeah, very much like that. You know, it's funny, it's quirky, cute. And then you have like, oh shoot, there's some blood. Dang, someone died. Oh crap, there's explosions. Henry Cavill's in it, looking hot as ever. You know, just the normal stuff. But it was, I do really enjoy those types of movies. Like, crap, I don't know, who is it? I can't put the pieces together, man. I'm not good at solving those types of things or like guessing who it is. Hunter has always been that type of person that's like, it's them. They're the person, or he'll like give the plot halfway or not even halfway through the movie, like at the very beginning. He's
Because
like,
it was the person that you least suspect.
well, a person
that's
that you're
probably
not
the
even
most innocent.
well, the person
you know?
you're not even looking at is usually the one who it is. Like, not even that they're innocent, but that they haven't even had screen time half the time, or you're just not even looking for them.
Who the heck is this guy?
I've never seen
I
them
don't
before a day in my life. So, no, really, really cute
Yes,
movie.
you have. I was there the day you were born.
And then they were just like in the background, like half of their face was showing, and they were there the whole time. No, it
I
was
there when everything was written.
yes.
And put into stone.
Oh, they were. It's a good movie. The plot is kind of, you know, there's a missing person. They're looking for this person. Interesting plot, good characters. Yeah, I liked it. A nice Friday night watch with the kids. Watch it with the kids, okay? Before you put on the bed, watch it with the kids.
Okay.
There you go. Who's next? Someone else had a quick review. Oh, Katie did the World War I movie.
Yes. So, All Quiet on the Western Front. Sorry, I went blank because I was just reading a thing that I just remembered, and we'll
she
get
had
to
a
that.
moment where she was like, "Hush, remember the dead."
Oh my. A moment of silence.
So, All Quiet on the Western Front, I mentioned it a few weeks ago, gave a little bit of backstory as to what it is. And it's a remake of a film from the 1930s. It's actually a book. I can't remember who wrote it right now, but it takes place in World War I from the perspective of these young German soldiers. And so I watched the Netflix remake a couple days ago, and it was 2.5 hours long, and I liked it. I think it was lacking a lot that I was looking for, and I thought that they would really drive home on. But overall, it was just a good war movie. It's not like something that's like, oh, let's enjoy this. Let's sit around and enjoy this. You don't feel good afterwards. You're not going to feel good after you watch this movie. But, I mean, it's about getting a little bit of perspective. And I just learning a little bit. You sort of get actually, you very much get an image of the type of life that it was for a soldier in World War I. It was not pleasant at all. The original movie, the 1930s film, I think it was a little bit more in the way of camaraderie, where you're following these group of boys who are friends. They're about 16, 17 years old, and they've been convinced by their teacher that it is their duty and honor to join the German army and fight the French on the front, going to the front line where all the action is and doing it for the glory of war. And it is anything but when they get there. Immediately when they get there, it is chaos. And that's the only word that I can use to describe it, chaos. The movie follows a boy named Paul Baumer. And Baumer. It's kind of like
just like our name. It's Baumer.
I know.
Guys versus trees.
It has an umlaut.
She's
in
been
it.
Ash for so long that she's like, I don't remember how our last name was sounded.
No, it has an umlaut and some extra letters in it.
Oh, so it makes that ooh sound.
Baumer. Anyway, so the film is in German, by the way, so you do have to read, but not a problem. You have to read subtitles. But anyway, so it goes through Paul's life as a World War I soldier, which is not very long. And it's just gritty.
Dang, spoiler. What the heck, man? Now I know what happens.
No, what? Okay.
It's not very long.
What did you expect?
So, how long did he last? One battle?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. Why don't you go watch the movie?
I read the book. I already know.
Oh, so you can read.
Audience is clicking off. The spoilers have been given.
Okay. Anyway, it's a good film cinematic wise. It's not that corny CGI that it can be at times. But it definitely has that Netflix look to it. The acting is superb. Superb acting. I'm not up to date with my German actors. I'm sorry. But
Hans?
a lot of good acting there. So, if you're into war movies, yeah, this is one that you should check out. I was looking more for the madness. I was looking for more madness, because if you read the book or see the original movie, it just goes into that psychological thing. And I think that was something that was missing. It was kind of there, but it didn't quite go as far as it needed to. But it'll definitely it'll just make you sad. It'll just do that.
Yeah, what did I do and call you while you were watching that movie to tell you something stupid
gosh.
that had happened that was funny?
It was literally the climax of the film. Like, we are at the end. There's 5 minutes left of this film.
I remember what I was trying to tell you. I was like, hey man, have you seen that Cox and Crendor episode, Hank the Tank, about a bear?
Oh my god. And I was like, dude, this is literally what's happening right now. And you call me right now.
I was like, but...
this is the worst time.
But it's Hank the Tank. It's a fat
my
bear.
Gosh.
It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
It is funny.
Yeah.
Wrong timing, bro. Read the room.
I wasn't with you.
Oh.
Well. So you liked it?
I did like it. It was good. Very...
not, like, rewatchable, though, right?
No, I wouldn't watch it again. Like, me personally, I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, you know what I could really go for? Some All Quiet on the Western Front. Oh, that just sounds good. No, I think it would be a very good movie to rewatch on Veterans Day or around Veterans Day.
That's one movie I cannot watch, like, ever again, is Saving Private Ryan. I've only watched it once.
Why?
All the way through. The ending sucked.
No.
Don't you dare talk bad about my dad, Steven Spielberg, and my other father, Thomas Hanks, okay?
It
my God.
sucked.
All
Good
right?
film. I was engaged the whole time, but I was not happy with the ending.
And the greatest performance by Paul Giamatti, okay? I just want you all to know that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You mean Big Fat Liar wasn't his greatest film with Frankie Muniz?
Oh my gosh, where he turned blue.
Yes.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you.
With Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes?
In
That wasn't the
2001?
one?
Wow.
That wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, jeez, can we move on?
Yes, BioShock. Any BioShock fans in the crowd? Me. I love BioShock. Me. I actually do like
I like
BioShock.
it, but it's hard for me to play. It's hard for me to play because only because this is gonna sound really pompous of me, but we have a projector in our living room, and so it obviously makes the screen really big, and so I get really dizzy when I play that game. It actually gives me a headache.
Love BioShock.
The same thing happens to me when I play Wolfenstein.
I remember you were telling me that.
I love Wolfenstein, but I can only play it in like tiny increments because it just makes me dizzy.
I love BioShock. Such a good game. Brian, why are we talking about BioShock? I don't even know.
Okay, so BioShock is a video game that has been in movie development hell for like the better part of like 15 years.
Good.
Okay, the studio's been wanting to make BioShock. I think it's got everything it needs to be made a theatrical film, but
that game came out in 2007, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So apparently the fans want it done right. They don't want it done like Assassin's Creed or some generic or Max Payne, some garbage video game movie like that. They want it done right because I guess the fans are just diehard. I've never really gotten into BioShock, but
it's
what I know,
good.
What I know is that the fans are that it's a beloved game, so they don't want
Yes,
they don't want anybody screwing around with it.
The story, the game looks very dated now. If you went back to play it, I mean, obviously it's 2007. I don't even know what console that is, but it looks very dated. Story wise, though, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
So it works out that the creator of BioShock, Ken Levine, he's working with film director Francis Lawrence, who has made some pretty decent films. The Hunger Game film, the first one, I Am Legend. So those are decent science fiction films. He's working with Francis Lawrence to produce the film, to get a script going, to be the building block of getting this franchise off the ground, off the video game console, and into movie theaters. So it seems like there's an awful lot of care into making sure this world is done right, the culture. It's not just going to be a flim flam,
It shouldn't be, man.
It's gonna be it's gonna have like that. They're putting in the work to make sure that you're immersed in BioShock world, So
I wonder how they're gonna do it. Is it gonna be the same story? Is it gonna be a new story? Because there's 3 BioShock games. There's BioShock, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. That's the 3rd game. All taking place at like different times. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that, and if there's like a release date or anything, because I want to watch it.
I mean, that seems like it's in pre-production right now. So
no,
kinda like I'm sure right now they're doing. It's time for concept. Like how like when they did Lord of the Rings and they did like a full year of concepts, designing everything, casting. Like they did before they even did like pre-production.
Yeah,
they did a full year of like research on.
Well, I'm glad for that. They're taking their time and wanting to make it a good film, that they don't ruin it, because it is a beloved franchise.
And so yeah, it seems like it's good, good soil to work with. Like if you could make a really decent movie out of it if it's done right.
Well then, good. I'll be excited to see it. Gosh, I hope they, hurry things along in a good way, because I want to watch it. That'd be exciting. I really love that game. It's in my top 10 favorite games of all time. So, and I haven't even played it because I can't play it. But watching people play it, I've watched a few different YouTubers play it. I love the game. I love it. So, we're almost done. We're almost done with the news. Except we have.
I've got a couple things to add.
Okay. Well. Okay. We've got Walking Dead. Is it the new season or season started weeks ago?
I mean, I can't even believe it. Like I just realized. Out of nowhere, I'm like, oh my gosh, Walking Dead started? Oh, you know why? Because it's on AMC. And if you don't have AMC, Like if you're a subscriber to AMC, you don't get AMC with your regular cable package anymore. They're just weird like that. So screw you guys over there at AMC, because I mean, but by the way, nobody's watching Walking Dead anyways. Nobody
Right.
cares. Nobody was like, oh man, I remember back in the day, it was the premiere for Walking Dead. That was half the country used to watch that
Huge.
show. Half the country used to watch that show. It was bigger than Yellowstone.
I remember when you guys brought Ella home from the hospital and I was over at your house, like she was born. I stayed over at your house that night and oh my gosh, I watched the first episode of The Walking Dead. Traumatized. It was so
yeah, you did. You watched the very
scary.
first episode of the first season.
Yes, at your very first house there.
Yeah.
And it scared the poop out of me. It was so scary. I was literally sleeping on your couch in the downstairs like this, like terrified. Like my eyes were like, I can't move.
And
I can't move.
It's nothing like that now. You'd be like, this is like a kid show now, It's
Well, they
worse than
started
that.
like branching off and doing other stupid stuff with it. I feel like they dug their own grave with their show. They ruined
Oh, they
it.
truly did. They truly did. In fact, so much now that it's about The Walking Dead is having its series finale, which nobody gives a poop about.
No.
And it's already gonna have 3 spin-offs of 3 different characters. So it's like, again, you can't watch an AMC because nobody has AMC. This show used to be watched by 100 million people.
Well, it was like
every
everybody
episode.
loved
And
the
now-
main characters, like Norman Remus and the other guy, and
Norman Remus.
is that his name?
Norman Reedus.
Whatever. Those were like the guys though back then. They were such big stars.
Yeah, and now I bet that show only probably gets like 2 million viewers an episode. Straight up, bro. I don't even know what happened, man.
I don't know what happened, man. It just went downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Happened, dude. It's just like, I mean, all of a sudden, everything just went to shoot. And
What is happening now?
What's happening now is we're talking about. Wait, you had something. What did you want to add?
Video
Yeah,
Game
I've
Awards,
got-
or
I wanted
Well,
to talk about
I've
the
got-
Game Awards, but
I'm going to talk about the Game Awards really quickly, but
what do you mean we're gonna talk about it quickly? We're gonna talk about it.
okay.
Whatever
well,
you're
really
talking
quick,
about, hurry up.
Before that, we need to talk about this animated film from Avatar: The Last Airbender that's coming out in 2025. That news dropped on us like earlier
yeah.
this week.
But I feel like, I mean, yeah, I know. I don't know.
I don't want them to keep making Avatar stuff. They're gonna ruin it.
I do. They are not.
They are.
I knew this was coming. Look, we all knew this was coming because there has
This is
just
when
been
they're teenagers, right? Like older.
Yeah,
That's what I thought I
I
heard,
believe
yeah.
so.
It said
so.
it said like young adults, didn't it?
Yeah. So this is coming from IGN. Paramount has confirmed a 2025 release date for its previously announced Avatar: The Last Airbender animated film. As reported by Variety, Avatar will bring its next movie to the screen October 10th, 2025. It is the first of 3 planned Avatar movies from Paramount and Nickelodeon, but little else is known about the project right now, other than it being referred to as the untitled Aang Avatar film.
Is this
with
Konetsko
Lauren
and DiMartino in this one?
Several Avatar veterans are returning to assist Montgomery with the first movie. Series creators Brian Konietzko and Mike DiMartino, who previously stepped away from Netflix's live-action Avatar adaptation, are on board as producers alongside Eric Coleman, the executive producer and production manager of the last Avatar
Who's
series.
the animator? I need to know.
It's probably where they did it in Korea. However,
It needs to be that
it's
Korean one.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
They're gonna have a
because
bigger budget. They're gonna have a bigger budget.
They opened up Avatar Studios, and so I don't know who's doing it. So
Oh.
they probably hired back the people that they were using before.
Wait a minute. How many different Avatar?
4.
Avatar. No, how many different Avatar projects are going on currently right now?
There are a lot. You have the live action series on Netflix. You now have the 3 films. You have
Okay.
the comic books. You've got the upcoming alleged video game. which I don't even know what that could be. With the past video games, they've all been just turds on rocket ships. And so you've got a lot going on. There's been an influx with printed media. So I don't know. There's just a lot going on.
I feel like, honestly, all these different projects, if one of them fails, then they're all gonna fail.
I don't think so.
I'm not in high
they're spread out
hopes.
enough.
This is gonna be the same thing that happened back, what was it, 2008 or something, all over again. Okay, this is how it's gonna go. You both are gonna be very excited for it, like you were for the Avatar movie, because you were. And I said, no, it doesn't really look that good. And you guys were like, no, it's going to be fine. And then another trailer came out and it was like, oh, maybe it could be promising. And then we watched it and it sucked. It bombed. It was awful. Okay. And then the internet made fun of it, blah, blah, blah. I foresee that happening again. Maybe we see some trailers and be like, maybe it's not too bad. And then it's going to suck. It's going to bomb.
No,
I don't think that'll be the case, because they saw the backlash that happened with their first movie and how terrible it is, and winning all the Razzies and all that, and it just being a dumpster fire of a movie, critically panned by fans and non-fans, and they don't want that kind of repeat. They're going to put the care
right, but it's a very delicate series, okay? It is a beloved by a lot of people series, and you have to be very careful with the characters because of the way they were so beautifully constructed in the series. You have to be very careful, and they started to ruin them in Korra.
Now, you can't expect it to be a masterpiece like it was originally. You can't replicate that. It is impossible. However, you can maybe expand upon that. If they expanded upon that.
No. I don't think that's true, because Lord of the Rings, the first 3 movies, beautiful masterpieces, mwah, perfect, just as much as Avatar is. The care and attention given to the detail and characters, blah blah blah. The Hobbit movies, not great, not bad, but not great, okay? So, kind of, This new show that came out, the Rings of Power, amazing. It can be done again with care and love.
We gotta talk about that, because apparently there's a lot of detractors to Rings of Power. I'm seeing so much.
Yeah, I am too.
That was almost my
Really?
chunk. That was almost my chunk for tonight. Was like, have you guys been seeing the backlash and the detractors from Rings of Power? I don't know if it's just
not.
like fanboys on the internet, like, oh my god, you guys ruined Tolkien or spit on his grave or whatever. But I think we're gonna talk about that in the future, because
Future episode then.
Yeah,
But
because it was like,
be done though.
whoa.
Because in my eyes, Rings of Power was great. It was.
But that's what I was literally saying. That it can be done well. That's literally what I was saying.
But you were saying it can't be done again like that magnitude. It can. I think it can. It just has to be done well.
Here's what I feel about all these Avatar projects. I feel that maybe not the video games so much, or the comic books. I feel like those have its fans, especially like the comic books. Those that have their fans, regardless of what happens, no matter what. They're people that are diehard comic book Avatar fans. But as far as definitely the live action show, the animated films, I thought there was some other animated stuff coming down the woodwork or whatever, but there was a lot of rumors down earlier. But I feel that if one show is not as up to snuff as the other, that fans or even casual fans will be like, wow, so the live action version sucked, or vice versa, the animated movies blew. That means I don't have a lot of hope for the other version, and so I'm not going to give it a shot.
Yeah. They should all be given a shot. Like, it's a beloved series. They're trying to get more projects out there to reach wider fans. give it a shot, but definitely hold it accountable, I think. You know?
Good. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I made it up myself.
Nice.
I'm in the 4th grade.
Yeah.
Name that movie.
All right. Dan in real life.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't mean you name it, but yeah.
Oh, my
Thanks.
bad.
Moving on! Game Awards! What's back again? We're here. This is our 3rd Game Awards that we're talking about. That's insane to me.
Because we started around the Game Awards.
Yeah, around
Our
this
show
time
started around
in 2020. So, let's go. Woo!
Dang, man. All right, so really quick, shout out to Splatoon 3. Over the weekend, we had Splatfest. I managed to sneak in a little bit of Splatfest, and it was Pokemon themed, with types. What is your partner Pokemon? Are you a grass, fire, or water starter?
Fire all the way.
I picked grass, but none of that matters because water won.
Boo!
Water won the weekend.
You plebs. No, I'm kidding.
So water won. It was fun. I liked it. I had a lot of fun. I was getting like way into it. Okay, so really quick, I'm gonna run through the important categories, the ones that make more sense.
Oh gosh,
I'm not gonna go through
the episode of last year. I think it was. We were talking about the categories. We're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. I put my votes in. There are 31 categories.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that's actually less categories.
Half
than
of them
it
are
was last
esports
year.
again, aren't they?
No, actually, but we'll go through it. We'll go through it. So, Game of the Year. We'll start there with the categories, or with the games there. Game of the Year nominees: A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and this was... y'all, this was Nintendo's edition. Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Bayonetta didn't make it, dude?
Okay, I'll get there. I'll get to where Bayonetta is. She's in here, all right. She's in here. But anyway, and I'm not shouting hate on you Xenoblade Chronicles fans. I've played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it's a fun game. And I hear Xenoblade 3 is better, but I don't know, I haven't played it. So maybe you could buy it for me and I'll play it and I'll be the judge. But that is what Nintendo has decided to bring. So once again, A Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. For Best Game Direction, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, which I've not heard of, and Stray. Moving on, Best Narrative, which is like the storytelling, A Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality. So a lot of these are obviously going to be repeats when we're in the higher categories. But
there were so many games that I'm surprised there's not more in here.
Well, these are the heavy hitters,
right?
Best art direction: Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Scorn, which I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but good.
It's corn. It's a big lump with knobs.
It has the juice.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
Scorn and Stray.
Oh, you said scorn.
I hate both of you. All right. Best score and music: A Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Metal Hellsinger. I don't know what that is. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Don't be mad at me for this one. I actually really love the music in Xenoblade Chronicles. Anytime it comes on...
That's what I voted for.
Anytime it comes on my Nintendo playlists, I'm like, what is this from? And then it's Xenoblade. I'm like, this is Xenoblade? This is really nice. I like that.
Oh, it's... Xenoblade has, like... You'll be in this battle, and it is heavy metal. Like, it'll get your blood going.
I like their music.
But then you have these peaceful moments where it's just like, oh, this is nice.
That's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so you have this wide range of music with Xenoblade. That's why I voted for it. Yeah. I did vote for Xenoblade.
I'm voting as we're going through, so.
Yeah. So, best audio design: Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War, Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West. I voted for Horizon Forbidden West. But I know it's not going to win, but it needs something.
God of War, sorry.
It's not going to win anything. It's not going to win anything. If anything, God of War is going to win this. Best performance.
Yes!
If it does not win best performance.
Christopher Judge!
Yes.
He is so grizzly.
Oh, he's so good. He's so good. And he's a mammoth of a man. But
so
the
is
nominees
Kratos,
are,
so thank God. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, so the nominees are Ashley Birch with Horizon Forbidden West, which she did a phenomenal job as well as Aloy. A Plague Tale Requiem is Charlotte McBurney. Christopher Judge for God of War Ragnarok. Manon Gage for Immortality. And Sunny Suljik for God of War Ragnarok. So 2 God of War nominees right there. And then it gets into the weird ones. Game for Impact, I don't care. Best Ongoing, I don't care. Best Indie, I voted for Tunic. Best Mobile Game. Do you guys play mobile games?
No.
Leave a comment if you play mobile games and I'm just a piece of crap and don't know what I'm talking about. Best Community Support. Okay. We're still into that. We're now into like those weird ones. Innovation for accessibility. Best VR/AR. After the Fall, Among Us, Bone Lab, Moss Book 2, Red Matter 2. Okay, here's where we are. Guys, we've reached the pinnacle of action games. Are you ready? These are the nominees. Brian, just hold on to your seat.
Okay.
Bayonetta 3
Oh my gosh.
is the best action game.
No, I'm not saying it to Bayonetta. Sorry, I'm saying it to the... What else is in this?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Okay.
I
Neon
heard
White.
good things about that game.
What is Neon White?
No idea.
I don't know. This next one, I know what it is, but it looks like garbage. I have to play it. It's called Sifu. And Brian, hold on to your seat, but guess what? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge for best
Yo, man,
action
that game is
game.
sweet, bro. That game is sweet, dude. You can have like 4 people play at the same time.
Well, that leads us to what our next? No, not our next one, but it's coming. Just hold on. But then we also have best action/adventure. We just had best action, and now we have best action/adventure, which we have A Plague Tale, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic. Like, what the heck? What the heck? All right, best role-playing, Elden Ring, Live Alive, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Triangle Strategy, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. 4 of those are Nintendo games, and Elden Ring is still gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sad truth. Best fighting game, don't care. Here we are. This is the one I wanted to talk about. Y'all. What the heck are we doing?
Best family.
Best
Kirby
family game.
and the Forgotten Land. Yes. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. No. Mario Rabbids.
I love that game.
Plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Haven't played it yet, but I bet it's going to be great. Nintendo Switch Sports. No. Splatoon 3. No.
So what do you notice about these 5 games?
They're all Nintendo.
They are all Nintendo games. Why must Nintendo be labeled as, like, the Nintendo platform? It just makes me sad.
You mean like a family platform?
Yeah, exactly.
You said the Nintendo platform.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Like, why must it be labeled as such?
It's always like
now,
that.
Don't get me wrong. I know, but don't get me wrong. I've played Kirby, Lego Star Wars, Splatoon 3, and I have the original Mario Rabbids. I have that one. They're all great games, but oh my gosh. I don't know why it bothers me, but it bothers me. There's something about that bothers me. And then we have Sim and Strategy, and then it goes into the sports, and then the e-games and best multiplayer and stuff like that. So I'll stop there. But
I like this one. Best adaptation: Arcane League of Legends for like the TV show.
That is a good one. Yeah.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That's a great show. Very edgy. Do not watch that if you're not ready for everything. The Cuphead show, Sonic the Hedgehog, or the Uncharted movie. So that's actually kind of hard. I just started watching Arcane. It's really
like Arcane.
It's really good. I gotta give it. The art style is really not my favorite. I am trying to like it. But the story is
you
good.
eventually look past it. I like Arcane. I'm actually looking forward to the second season if that ever comes out. I like the way it ended.
Cyberpunk is really good. Edge Runners, really good. Just a lot. If you've ever seen Kill la Kill, then you would understand why. Same creator. The Cuphead show is super cute. That was adorable.
Yeah, I like it.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is, it's a movie.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Uncharted 2 sucked. It sucked. I'm sorry. Tom Holland, it sucked. It was not good. Mark Wahlberg, I apologize.
I could have told you that.
It was not good.
I did. Most anticipated game, Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, the Hogwarts Legacy for sure.
Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Just kidding, Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't even see that one. Yeah, that's it.
Shut up. It is Tears of the Kingdom. I think I have Hogwarts Legacy on pre-order though. But it's only because I don't know if Tears of the Kingdom is available for pre-order yet. Oh, that reminds me. Pokemon. It's coming out in 2 days. I will be getting that. I have that pre-ordered. So I'll be playing that during Thanksgiving break, and I will come back with some thoughts.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. Who are you gonna pick as your starter? And then we'll end the episode.
Ooh, I think I'm going to go with Sprigatito.
Your grass starter, and just like
I'm
I
a
said,
grass starter.
I'm not getting the game, but if I were getting the game, just like I said, fire type all the way, Fuecoco. That's it.
Brian can be Quaxley. That sounds like him. He would be a Quaxley.
Oh, look. It makes sense. Brian's wearing blue right now. You're wearing green, and I'm wearing red.
Ah,
Check it out. Full circle. Oh my. And that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. Oh my goodness. We made it. We made it through all the news.
That's a lot.
It was a lot.
And guys, especially if you're living in Georgia, go vote. I mean, it's important. Voting for your favorite video game is very important, so go vote.
Oh my gosh.
Everything else is garbage and worthless.
It is, but
thank you, Brian.
Doggone it, go vote for your favorite video game.
Our priorities are set here at Bump That.
Yes. Anyways, we've got Brian in this corner.
Priorities.
And we've got KT in this corner. And I'm Ileana, your host. We will not be here next week as it is Thanksgiving break. Yay! Enjoy Thanksgiving with your families. Eat a turkey. Save a turkey. Eat a ham. Eat some mac and cheese. Kiss your mother. Hug a dog. I don't know. Just go love on somebody. It's Thanksgiving. Woo-hoo! So we will be taking that time off to spend time with our families, as should you, to celebrate what we're thankful for. We're thankful for every sibling that has subscribed on Bump That, and viewers like you. Thank you. All right, and we will see you not in next week's episode, but in 2 weeks from now's episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.